understand. Quick dash this in the chat. WTF. So, we just got done saying that there are many players who take tournament games more seriously than they play in the random pool, and so play a little better. But I feel like maybe it's the opposite for Gena and Wolf. Maybe they care more about the random pool, and they're just gonna forget the tournament and play their random pool. Okay, maybe we're gonna start. So we have in the voice call, co-commentating, we have Midnight Fox. It was Linus So from Fix. And we have Scary Snakes, otherwise known as Crimson Vortex. And this is the start of the match. We have Lone Wolf and gena217 versus quickdash and tigers2017. The quickdash is very, very fast. He's trying to I don't know if he's quite pre-moving every move, but he's trying to play as fast as possible. And Midnight Fox was commenting before we started the stream that he was interested to see if it would be in the same dynamic as his games, where one team would be playing a lot faster and the others would be playing more solid, strong moves. So we'll see if that's how it plays out.
I mean, this definitely is going to be a battle of speed versus move quality. Like GSVC, I think is clearly in a different class from all the rest of these players. I do think that both quickdash and tigers are stronger than Wolf, at least when it comes to Bughouse.
Yeah, I tend to agree with your assessment there. Okay, a few pawns would be good for Wolf, or bishop to win the queen. But
this is like really good awareness here. Yeah, because like similar to what I was advocating for in Midnight Fox's match, like I think the opponent should be aggressively sitting it down when they're the faster team here. So it looks like quickdash and tigers are sort of adopting that strategy.
Yeah,
and GSVC and Wolf can't afford to enter a scramble here, I don't think.
Yeah, and it's definitely a disadvantage when you know you're going to lose all scrambles, and that's how I feel most of the time. Like I'll have partners, like if I'm partnered to Chicken or 12 or anyone really, they'll be like, "Oh, we have to sit this down. Like a pawn wins for us. We're up 1 second." And I'm like, "No, that's not a good idea for us. We don't want to take this to a scramble."
Already, like I just fully expect tigers and the quickdash to just win here.
Yeah, this is like a 4-second differential.
He's super quick dash. He has all game he only spent 20 seconds.
That was a 7-second differential at the end there, when I think everyone involved knew that it was going to be a flag battle.
So like it's a shame because like Wolf had a winning position there, and like if the speeds were closer, like he could sit for those 2 pawns. But like in terms of their win probability, they have a better chance of winning even if Wolf has to back off and lose some material, because they're almost never winning in the scrambles there. Okay, GSVC's position is just like crushing here though. Like we're winning the queen and the king's on d7. This looks unpleasant.
Maybe the Lone Wolf is more used to playing 3-0, because in the random pool you always play 3-0. So some people might not be so used to 2-0 as tournament.
I think that's definitely true, and we heard that in commentary from a few other players. So Jarl Carlander's team, for example, said that they were used to 3 minutes, and the 2 minutes did not favor them.
He had a good move there, queen takes f1 instead of bishop takes f2, the Lone Wolf. But it was mate anyway now, so yeah.
So our score is now 1-1, all tied up.
Yeah, that's the other nice thing about being like quick and tigers. Like you don't even have to like aggressively pre-move the opening, because even if you're down a couple of secs out of the opening, like sitting it down still favors them. Like we saw them make up like 7 seconds in the first time scramble or something. I think the roadmap for Wolf and Gena is just like get good positions and win material, which they should be able to do most of the games, and just avoid scrambles at all costs. And it's going to come down to like how effectively tigers and quickdash can use the uptime, because the majority of the games they're just going to be uptime.
And if you're playing a player that's much faster than you, you shouldn't try to play as fast as him, because he will be more used to that and just be better than that. So it's better just to slow down a bit and play your best moves. So
absolutely. Yeah, because their big advantage here is move quality, and if they're sacrificing that for speed, like it's never going to be enough speed to make up a difference. So yeah, they definitely need to focus on playing good moves first and foremost.
So quickdash has a good attack here. He only needs a knight and a pawn to mate.
So
yeah, and like again,
there's a quote that's attributed to Mark Twain, which is, "Never argue with an idiot. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience." And that's sort of the way it is with speed. Like, don't try to outspeed a fast player, because they're just going to beat you.
This game is over, though. Yeah, like this game is going to a time scramble, which means that Wolf and Gena lost already. Like, because Gena cannot move because the knight is hanging in 1, and Tigers can just pre-move bishop takes b5, and then we get the knight. King takes f1 is probably better.
Whoa! What?
But he didn't do that. He put in a rook. Right. That's weird. Rook f1 is weird.
They might not have communicated that well, I guess.
Yeah, I also don't like moving there as quick dash. Like, they were down a couple of seconds, but I want to make this more of a true time scramble. Because like now there's time for like GSVC to plausibly mate his opponent, and yeah, like I want this to just sheerly, just be like a time scramble. Yeah, like that I think was not good match strategy there.
Yeah, they should have won that pretty easily. So the score is now 2-1, favoring Gena and Lone Wolf.
Okay, but like if the matches continue in this pattern though, like this is going to be very good for quickdash and Tigers.
Thank you to Raid from Chess Warriors as a Kid, who was streaming Bughouse.
Yeah, and this is sort of the roadmap for Gena and Wolf here. Like they win a bunch of material because they're way greedier than their opponents, and then they get a position like this.
It looks like Lone Wolf has a good position here.
Yes, it helps to have 5 more pieces than our opponent.
Yeah, I may be the only one greedier than Gena. I will walk my king out to like e5 to win 1 pawn. Oh, we got Mugwort in the chat here. These people should join the call. We want more commentators. So this is 2 seconds uptime for tigers217 and quickdash. And the queen would mate, obviously, but that's not going to happen.
Hi there, Chuck.
Hey, okay.
Exciting match.
I mean, wait. Queen's not forced here because we allowed. Yeah, like knight c6.
Yeah, he should have a mate. Lone Wolf should have a mate here. Some way.
Yeah, he has discovered double check.
So knight c6 double check forces king d6. Oh, okay. We have king f7. But this is another circumstance where like I'm sitting until the end of time. Yeah, no, I don't like giving up that mate threat for Tigers. Like even if we're down a couple of seconds, I want to sit until it's a pure time scramble. Like I don't want to give Lone Wolf time to mate me. I want it to be just I'm going to flag you before anything happens. Because now they're playing a game and they've lost.
Yeah, I think Lone Wolf has mate here pretty easily.
Yep, he's found the mate.
Yeah, so like we could have gotten the same position where Lone Wolf has mate, but he only has like 5 or 6 seconds to play all of it. Because Lone Wolf couldn't like go for this line without giving the queen. So I think we need to keep that queen mating threat and force Wolf and Gena to move. Because they're going to move. They know that they can't set it down.
Makes sense. Sammy Silkovic asked, who is that commenting? So we have Crimson Vortex, OKZH, and Midnight Fox. All in the voice call. Hey, JDB.
Oh, hi, Midnight Fox. Congrats earlier. We were streaming your match.
Yeah, thank you. I saw the the video afterwards. It's really fun to watch when you when you played yourself. So
Yes.
I liked.
It was fun to watch you winning, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, my match. It was so fun watching the replay this week. And next one, like, oh, hey, Chuck, please delete that replay. Get rid of the bot. I want no record of what's going to happen between me and Blitzbullet. Oh no.
So before I Twitch streamed, I watched some videos where some people would record videos to YouTube of themselves playing on ICC, and one person who did that was now I'm trying to Greg Shahade would post videos like that, and I remember one particular video. One video in particular was hilarious because he played a blitz game, like a 5-minute blitz game, and he lost in like a humiliating way. Like he had like an easy defense, but instead he moved the rook to where like a pawn could take it immediately with check. And so the actual game lasted like 5 minutes, and then he spent 20 minutes lamenting how terrible he played and just hoping that his computer would crash so that he would lose the video and not have to post it.
Well, thank you, because I have the perfect segue. So, speaking of easy wins that should never be lost, shout out to Blitzbullet, actually. So, this one time, no, okay, I'm not going to do mans like that.
Auto promote.
So the score is now 3-2, favoring Gena and Lone Wolf.
So who do you think's better, GSVC or Tigers?
I think GSVC easily.
Yeah, like if we're talking about like as a human being, GSVC is like absolute garbage. But as a player, he's like all right. He's pretty good. I will give him that.
Oh, I'd say he's a lovely person.
I think they're all lovely
no
people.
one likes you. Okay, well, no one likes you either, Chuck. I just thought you should know.
Thanks for letting me know.
Anytime.
So we have JKid Jr. 22 and Shadowthinker 1 both commenting in the chat.
Who do you think is a better player between those two? Actually, like it's a very close one to me.
I'm gonna call it a tie. Hey, good old Blender. Thanks for watching. Hey, Mixu.
Oh, well, the reason I'm asking is because I think Tigers is doing quite well against GSVC.
Yeah, I mean, it's all relative. So these are all very strong players. Like, I think all 4 players here are stronger than I am. So I'm not trying to denigrate any of them. But if you've got to make comparisons, which, of course, Gogo Burritos would like us to make a top 10 list every time we stream, then...
Well, look,
then,
just
yeah,
here, at F6, it's just all over, right?
So I hope everyone just heard that. Chuck just said Wolf is absolute garbage and shouldn't be playing this game.
No. So what I'm saying is Tigers has just won the last 2 games on GSVC's board. So
yeah, no, he's a very strong player.
That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, I mean, so I think GSVC and Lone Wolf, as Crimson has said repeatedly, they know that they're slower. So I think they're probably ending up playing faster than they're comfortable with, even though Crimson has said that's not a good strategy for them.
Right, so they're overcompensating. Got it. Yeah, and again, GSVC is getting killed.
I mean, Tigers is very strong. Like,
This is the 3rd game running. He's really suffering.
yeah, I mean, this is like a relatively small sample size. Like if we look at the history and like high house matches and against other strong players, like GSVC has like clearly proven himself to be the stronger player. Even if I agree, Tigers is doing like quite well here.
Yes. Okay, but that rook on 8, yeah, rook H8 is a problem.
Yeah, but he would like another rook before that happens.
This is just like incredible play by Tigers. So now knight mates for him. Okay, and here's another situation. We'll see if they do this. Like they need to sit it down and force Lone Wolf to move, because right now they're down like half a second or so, but it's really more like 4 or 5 seconds because Lone Wolf can't sit it down.
I think Tigers
His mate.
found a good move there. So
I agree that it was good, but I think they have chances to lose the game now, and I think they virtually never lose if it goes to a time scramble, which is why, like, I'm forcing Wolf to make a couple of bad moves because he has to make bad moves trying to hide a knight.
I mean,
I do believe they would have gone
if I were Tigers, I would promote that pawn, take the rook, and just continue the mate in
Wow.
that.
Yeah, so kudos to GSVC for keeping this game going.
No, he's very dead now.
But he's somehow.
I'm so mad he didn't sit for a pawn to put on a6. Guys, always checkmate your pawns with the pawn. Oh, snap! Is that a free bishop? Oh,
So the score has flipped. We're now quickdash and Tigers have 4, Lone Wolf and GSVC have 3.
uh-oh.
3-4.
Yeah, Gina's using that relapse tech.
Yeah. 12 asks, why is Gena down 2 pieces?
I mean, these are the consequences of his life choices. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
No, actually, he's doing actually quite. So it's interesting this game how he's using White's pieces to defend himself in a way. I mean, he was at least. You know, that pawn on g5 was actually a liability, and now the bishop on g5 is again not really useful.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Wolf board rather than GSVC.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Chess.com kind of flipped me.
Yeah, no, it's confusing. It switches all the time.
I was watching. Yeah, I was watching GSVC, and it. Yeah.
No, this is looking very good for Tigers and quickdash to go, which I would expect after GSVC. I assume that was just like an anti-pre move where he just like lost a piece out of the opening.
I see. Okay. Well, he's getting some back rank stuff going there. And even up slightly on the clocks.
So Sammy Sokovic says this is like watching high school football. And then I guess when we get to the finals, it would be like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if the Super Bowl took place between a professional football team and a high school football team.
So you think no matter who wins in the other sections that it's going to be like 9-0 with chicken 12
he just needs a pawn to mate.
Yeah, quickdash made a blunder. He had a good position before.
Yeah, so can you get the pawn? He's up. No, he's down. He's down time. Maybe he can't get the pawn. Oof. This could hurt.
And to answer your question, yes, Chuck, I think it's incredibly unlikely that Chicken and 12 team will lose this tournament. It would require some sort of aberration just because they're much stronger than the other teams. Oh, the audacity of quickdash. He says, play knight f3, I dare you. I want that bishop.
This sort of reminds me of John Lee Crazy House versus the World. I think it was something like that. Like all of these people together, do we think that they could beat Chicken and 12 team?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I think Plotkin and JKid are probably the two strongest players outside of them in this tournament.
Yeah, but they're in different teams.
Well, yeah, so if we're doing the Gen League against the world thing, like I think there's a conceivable universe in which they win, though it's still incredibly unlikely even in that case.
Nice. They won that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the score is 4-all.
4-4. Close match.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That's kind of just like an unforced error by Tigers.
Yeah.
And by the way, we had mentioned 12 team. 12 team is out here scouting out his competition, watching the match.
All right, now we'll see like psychologically like how Tigers responds to that last match, because that's the type of circumstance that can be easily tilting. Like there's no reason they should lose that game, and he got mated while they were up time. But he seems to be bouncing back pretty well here. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
a
he's, like,
pawn.
crushing
pawn
position.
mates.
Pawn mates. There's a bishop. So that's game over.
Okay, apparently he is unaffected.
4-5.
So Sammy seems to think that Boris, High Dude, Kren, Interest None, Panda Man are possible people who could beat the Chicken12 team. I don't know. I do think Jeffrey Zhang could be a contender there.
Is Katask not a person who exists anymore?
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
well,
so-
he's talking old school fixtures. Katask is clearly
Okay.
in that class too.
Oh yeah, so Katas Penguin actually would be just because of the speed.
Well,
They could be very
I'd say
strong.
Katask Jeffrey Zhang would be better than Katask Penguin.
I mean, I think Penguin's gonna need some practice, so because like if he's not in form, like he will die to Chicken or 12 team, whoever he happens to be playing.
But you could,
Don't say that Chicken and 12 are so good. I might have to play them soon. In our match, and I need every confidence I have.
Hey,
So
Linus, just know,
let me
literally
ask. Let
everyone
me
else in the bracket is rooting for you.
let me ask you this, Midnight Fox. Did you ask Nils if he would play? Was he not interested, or did you just want to partner someone else?
No, actually, PKNM, he asked me.
He reached out to you. Okay.
Yeah, and I said yes. So I never spoke to Nils and asked him if he was interested.
Okay.
He doesn't play so much Bug House now, but maybe he would play. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
the only time
asked me, so.
the only time I've seen Nils play recently was he was streaming, and he did a stream with John Lee where they played some Bug House.
Yeah, I think Nils would be interested to play, like if it's a tournament or something like that, for sure. But he's not playing so much himself.
This is a critical game for the Wolf Gena team. Like I don't think you want to be staring down 7-4 against a faster team where it probably should be 8-4.
Knight is good for Jana now, but they're down. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I
quick
think their
dash.
match strategies have to rely on like just getting good positions and like playing more materialistically and probably not going for attacks unless they're just like crushing, because you never want to be sitting for pieces against a team that's just much faster than you.
Ooh, quick dash get an attack here. Now a rook. Rook or knight mates for quick dash, and they're up time.
No. You cannot play like that against against a team that's faster. Because like if the speed's comparable, like Gena could reasonably hold knight or heavy, but he has to do this for effectively like 5 seconds, not just the 2 seconds that they're down, but the added amount of time that they'd be able to make up in the scramble.
Yeah,
I understand
H4 is a threat now.
like he was probably afraid of like the promotion, like if King E1, then we promote on G1, which is definitely unpleasant, but I think that they're just gonna lose this game. Like I would be shocked if they don't.
So what? Oh, okay, that's a very interesting
nice
move.
there.
Actually, what he could have put it at G5 might be a little more accurate. I'm not sure.
You could get into it. Like there could be some like F6, so in theory that could have hurt. Like I don't know a single move that Gena could have played that would have made Queen G4 not a good move.
Yeah, Queen takes G7 is coming.
Yeah, so this is like not as sexy as like the cool calculations, but that's incredibly impressive what Tigers just did. That like he found the perfect pre-move to force the piece for his opponent, and like developing the ability to play for your partner's board is like one of the more difficult things for Bug House players. So I'm really impressed by this move.
Yeah, for sure.
And also by their match strategy in general. Very, very nicely done. All right, it's a gut check time for the Gena Wolf team.
So the score is now 7-4, favoring quick dash and Tigers.
Okay, so Gena got an early pawn at H3 against his bishop G2 setup, so I imagine he's going to be happy for the rest of the game here.
12teen is rooting for Gena in the chat.
I am rooting for overtime. This is
Strong play from GSVC this game.
GSPC picking up those pawns. Love
Just
to see
more,
it.
no, this is exactly why I harbor such a deep resentment for GSVC. You do not know how many games I've played against this man that look exactly like this. It's like he doesn't stop taking your things. I'm like, you've taken 3 pawns from me out of the opening. I have nothing more to give you. Stop.
He's taking on D3 next.
Oh.
Double take.
Okay, so I really don't
I
want to sit
I
it
also
down to
like
the scramble.
knight at c4 as a possibility.
Okay, so why are they sitting here? Like, what move are they afraid of? Because I know Wolf and Gena are up 5 seconds, but I think quickdash and Tigers would be ecstatic to enter this time scramble with how bad Tigers' position is here. So knight h6 doesn't do anything, right? Like Gena could just take this. Does it?
I think
Like, I don't
I think
even know
Wolf,
what-
Wolf would like a
he should
knight.
attack.
Wolf
Yeah,
would like a
should
knight
attack
for
F4.
f6, I guess. You knight at f6.
Okay, so they do go and move. Like, that would be nice, but I think that's the correct decision. Even up as much time as they were, like, I don't think they can afford to sit for pieces like that.
Yeah, and Wolf has gotten himself safer with that move.
Checkmate.
Acting
I don't know.
Wow.
Very nice recognition by the Wolf Gena team. They were up 5 seconds, but they didn't settle for entering a scramble where they were up time. I think the way they played gave them much
Yeah,
better.
I think they were just
chance.
pausing to have a think. Yeah,
Which definitely makes sense there.
absolutely. Yeah.
I think Gena put on his big boy pants. He said he is tired of this nonsense. It is time for you to die. Oh no.
Yeah, Gena's gonna mate for sure here.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, not playing e6 like he did that. You should never keep the pawn on e7. And
You have
like
to
he did.
develop your king's bishop. That's what I tell everyone.
Gena just said, "I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Don't you ever play like that against me again."
Quick dash on that
Okay,
tack.
Wolf is suffering here. Start squares.
The score's now 7 to 6,
2
by the
knights
way.
are mating here. Yeah, so knight mates.
Still very close.
We have knight h6.
Yeah.
He has the knight.
That's mate.
Oh,
The Tigers need to live for like 2 seconds. Should be pretty easy in this position.
I think he'll find a way. It's like, he's pretty bad at chess, but even he wouldn't
No,
screw up this position.
he's not actually bad at chess. He's a FIDE master.
Hey, Tigers, if you're listening to this replay, don't listen to what I just said. Like, you are bad, and you need to know that you're bad. Oh, I'm sorry, that's all.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, they need to win the next two, as Brainiac I think says, and relapse. So
Oh, is the score 9 to 6 right now? Okay.
it is in the 8-6.
I thought it was 8-6.
We
Yeah.
have a sack sit alert. Wait, double sack sit. Oh, no, sit. I don't think Tigers is going to enjoy this coin. King h7, yeah. Okay, but Tigers is defending tenaciously here. And now I want some like pawn at f6.
And Wolf would love a knight, probably.
Oh, this is a very tense affair. Like, it could go either way.
So Wolf can move his own knight. He's done. That seems reasonable.
He's good. Yeah.
Okay, I like bishop at h5. Like, I really want to prioritize just like staying safe as Wolf here, because like I think if we can play long enough, like given how good GSVC's position is, like I just want to make sure he has time to convert on it. Though the Tigers is getting some counterplay over there.
Oh, I like that from Wolf.
Yeah, that was a nice idea from Wolf.
Yeah.
Knight f3.
Now, how to mate? A
Now
bishop.
the bishop is
Bishop's
quite good.
useful.
Oh, that's,
He's taking some material with
Rook. Yeah, rook and yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, G3.
nice.
That
Yeah, I
is
was looking at
such a
that.
nice. Oh wait,
I
wait
don't
a
know
second,
if he
wait a
has
second. We
time for
allowed
that
this,
though. I don't know if he has time
Oh,
for
I
that.
didn't realize that we allowed this. Now I think they maybe have to sit. Ooh,
Relapse says
I don't
no. Relapse is an initiative hog. Okay. Well, GSBC team is actually up by 6 seconds here, which is surprising.
Okay, but if this becomes a scramble, do you trust them to win?
Uh-oh, that king is trapped. Oops.
Oh,
That king is trapped.
Yeah, a bishop wins.
He should sit. He needs to sit.
Yeah, he could have taken that. Bishop takes e7.
Oh, nice.
oh.
So
Oh, that's game over.
Bishops move backwards. That's instructive for the audience.
9-6.
Bishops move backwards.
Mhm.
They're saying GG's.
Yeah,
It is.
9-6.
It's 9-6. Okay. So let's see if we can get some post game interviews. So they are not. So wait, let me see. Who? Okay, so the Tigers team won this. They are actually in another Discord server. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to ask them to jump in here if they can.
Please tell Tigers he's bad from you.
Oh, maybe. Okay. I guess I can't. Oh, oops.
I assume they're coming over here if they left. Maybe not.
Yeah. I don't know. They did leave that server.
Okay.
And
So it looks like
by the
Tigers is bad.
way, for Wolf and Gena, they're gonna keep playing. They want to. Okay. But we're not gonna watch that for now. So let me see. Do I need to text him? Oh wait, Joey's
the
in
man
here.
himself.
Hey, FM Chess Kid. We'd
are
love
you?
to do a post interview with you. We have a lot of questions lined up from the panel.
So my first question to you is, you're bad?
My bet.
No, you are bad. That's my question. Please answer.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I wasn't worse than Lone Wolf versus Quick Dash, so we won. So all good, dude.
In all seriousness, congratulations. That was a very nice match, and it looks like you guys had a really nice strategy that you stuck to going in there. Like the time scrambles really favored you, and it seemed like you were aggressively sitting in spots where you should have been, and that was very nicely played. Well done, guys. Yeah. So what are your general thoughts and takeaways from the match you just played?
Preparation has not helped us for sure. Definitely, I was preparing like last night with my round one opponent who was kind enough to help me out, and I just didn't help me at all.
Who was your round one opponent?
1800 strength.
Oh, okay.
And didn't get any of the positions I thought I was going to get. And
So when you say
it was good.
preparing, you were preparing open ends, in other words.
Yeah, preparing openings, and didn't really help. I guess at this point I've got to go with what I've got and just play my style and see how it goes.
So when you came to that realization that you weren't getting the positions you'd prepped for, like what did you say to your partner? Did you ask him to change anything about how he was playing there? Like how did you address that, like in real time during the match?
Well, Quick Dash and I didn't really talk about it for the round. It was just like in case of we saw something, like if there was some sort of trend or ways that they were going, I would talk to him about it. Because we didn't really want to think about it too much. We didn't want to overthink it. So I wasn't seeing anything the first 2 or 3 games. And I just was like, okay, like I'm not even going to bring it up to my partner. So worked out just fine.
So did you end up trying to implement the same sort of strategies you have when you play against me, when you're playing GSBC? In other words, you bait him with a free pawn, and then you just like checkmate him while he's busy taking the pawn?
I forgot about that. No, no, that wasn't my strategy at all. It was just like I was gonna do whatever it took to stay safe. You know, I knew that quick dash was in a groove. Definitely after yesterday's games versus Bughouse Night, he was definitely in shape. So I just had to stay alive long enough for him to mate, pretty much.
Yeah, and to be fair, you did more than that. Like in several of the earlier games, like you were just winning on your board, which came to a surprise to a lot of us, to be honest.
Was that actually?
Yeah,
I don't
they were
remember
like
any of
You
it.
can watch the VOD later,
it-
but yeah, you had some great positions.
That's
So
crazy.
one-
I didn't really like when I was looking at the positions. I was just like, okay, like how do I survive here, and like how do I just feed my partner essentially. But yeah, a few of them turned out better than I thought they would.
I noticed later in the match, it seemed like Gena started playing a little more Saxony, and he was definitely like trying to go after you in those final games. Like did you notice that? And like, what were your thoughts? And how did you try to react to this? Because he was going hard after you in those last few games.
There was one game where he played pawn at g6. I think it was like the 15th or 14th game, and I was like, the only way this guy mates me is like with pawns. So if I have to sack, a rook and a bishop to do it, like I'll just stay safe, and go in the attack and make him defend. I wasn't really too worried about the material part, just because even if we were downtime or even if down material, quick dash had just enough of an attack going where I felt really, really comfortable. And I think that's where the familiarity comes in, is that we're really familiar with each other, especially this late in the tournament. And we know, if we're going to feed and partner says everything's okay, it's all good.
Yeah, for sure. That was a really nice display from Quick Dash as well. Like going into the match, we all thought Gena was kind of in a class of his own above you all, but we did think that both the players on your team were a bit stronger than Wolf when it came to Buckhouse. But Quick Dash was just like getting incredible positions, like all series. Well played by you guys.
Yeah, not only incredible
So-
positions, but you guys had just a huge time advantage, which you used to win a bunch of games there. So speed
Did we
helped.
actually?
Did you not notice you guys were faster?
I
that was
bored, and I looked at my partner's
two thirds of our
communications.
commentary. 2/3 of our commentary the whole game was Crimson Vortex saying that you guys should be going for a time scramble every game because you will win every time scramble.
So
that's
there
what-
was.
Sorry,
Go on
go ahead.
Oh, please go. No. This is your interview. We want to hear from you.
Oh yeah, that's what Quick Dash really was fine with the time scrambles. I was watching Gena like the first few games, and definitely a time scramble before the match, and definitely a time scramble was, I was a little hesitant on the time scramble because I'm very slow, so I didn't really want to like risk anything, but just it lucked out, I guess. I'm just super lucky. It's how we win games. I don't know. Right, Quick Dash.
So there was one game in particular that I wanted to ask you about. I'm not sure if you remember, but you guys were up about 5 or 6 seconds.
Oh my
Quick Dash was
God.
gonna flag okay.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
so
was so stupid. That was so stupid. I was looking at the thing and I just couldn't believe why I moved. Like even though his position was worse, like there was no way Lone Wolf had me. I don't know why I moved. I just freaked out.
So we were actually really
inexplicable. It was awful.
So we were really concerned that, because this is something that could be easily tilting. I don't know if you remember the next game, but you came out and you actually just made a GSVC in the next position. Like, what was going through your mind? Do you think you just happened to get a good position, or do you think you played well because you were so upset with what happened? Like what was going through your mind there? Because that was actually a very important response that you guys had there.
I think it was 6-7, right? When when I did the Blunderfest.
I don't remember the exact score, but it was a very close match at the time when you when you threw that game directly into the trash can.
Yeah, thank you for the commentator for pointing that out. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's my job, dude.
No, it was I just got I've learned that over the years that, you know, for me, I'm an emotional player. So when I get on tilt in a good way, I just get pissed off. It definitely benefits my game. So with the questions you presented, yeah, it would be the latter. Definitely it pissed me off in a good way, and I was like, okay, like that I'm not going to lose the match because, you know, I was an idiot. That's just not going to happen.
So I'm gonna
So-
interrupt with a few comments of my own before we ask some more questions. With regard to being tilted, that is one of Chicken Crossroads' best qualities. That is one of his main advantages is he never tilts, and it's very important when he plays poker, and it also helps him a lot in Bughouse because almost everyone else tilts, but Chicken just it doesn't happen. He never tilts. Secondly, there was a question, a couple questions back, where Tigers was asked, why did you move into checkmate rather than just like sit in before checkmate? And that reminds me of something that those of us who've played over the board Bughouse are well aware of, Tigers in particular, because he's played many times with me. But Crimson has also played with me, which is the great thing about over the board is you can physically restrain your partner to prevent them from moving. so many a times I've been like, I'm going to make one more move. And, you know, and Tigers have tackled me, wrestled me to the ground and said, you will not move again. It's a little harder to do that online.
So what you're saying is Tigers need a babysitter to stop him from doing the things that he did.
Maybe so.
In all seriousness, like you guys played incredibly well, and yeah, very nice showing. I guess my final question to you would be: you're probably going to have a very tough match coming up, like presumably against a block and grind team. Though it's possible for Sheikah and Fnatic to murder them. If you do end up facing that team, like what are your thoughts about the matches? How do you feel about your chances? Can you just talk a little bit about that upcoming match potentially?
Yeah. I mean, they're very talented. There's no doubt about it. They're probably going to be the most talented team that we faced so far. I haven't seen Grind play in a while, but I know Plotkin, obviously, even with any rust he may have, is super, super talented. Just I'm looking forward, and I'm really thankful that we have another opportunity next week to be able to play these guys. It's not this often you get, you know, every week you get 40 to 50 minutes of time to be able to play these great players in these great matches. And this happens once a year. So we're just blessed that we're able to go out there and play. And I think I'm confident in us. We've played well. We've, you know, a lot of people didn't think we were going to win this match. I know some people didn't think we were going to win the first match either. So
I was one of those people.
Yeah, there are some doubters in the call right here now. Let me interject real quick with some advice for next week's match, which is I've played a lot with and against Plotkin, and I can tell you that he dies inside whenever sit-in happens in a game. He just wants it to keep moving. So if you sit like a lot of games down, he's just going to get really bored. He's going to go look at puzzles, do some schoolwork. While sit-in, he might just resign in disgust and move on. So just sit as much as possible.
Chuck, you've ruined this experience for the spectators now because now Tigers is going to be sitting when he's made it in 1 and down 15 seconds. Like, don't worry, it's part of the plan. we just gotta get him in the psychological game. Yeah, congratulations again on your match, and thank you for coming in and doing this interview with us. Best of luck in your next round of the tournament too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for you guys for having me on. Thank you for what you guys do for the Bughouse community. And also congratulations to the commentator himself, Scary, for winning his matchup against a really tough team.
Well, I love getting carried. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, awesome. Anyone have any final comments or questions or whatever?
Oh, I did also want to say that Tigers is bad.
Okay, yeah, I think you said that several times already, but
I wasn't sure if
there's
I
been
communicated
general
that.
disagreement
I'm
on
like
that point.
7 pounds overweight. Seriously?
So
Seriously? 7 pounds?
so let's take a look at the schedule coming up, because there was a postponed game, which is going to be 12 Teen Chicken versus Chakvos and Daily, which was supposed to be held at, I believe it was 2 p.m. today. But 12T wanted to participate in the titled arena on Lichess, which I didn't watch, so I'm going to assume he won the whole thing. We don't know for sure. You can fact check me later. So it's been postponed to 6 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Or wait, I'm sorry, not 6 a.m. Is that 1 a.m.? 1 a.m. Oh, so that's coming up like late tonight.
Actually, I believe it was rescheduled. It's now for 3 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday.
3 p.m. on Sunday. Okay.
Yes.
So I will try my best to cover that game. My niece actually has a birthday party on Sunday night, but I'll try to.
She has to make sacrifices for the sake of the game.
Yeah, no, I think I can still cover it, but there's like a small chance I wouldn't be able to. In which case, I think it could be covered by OKZH, which would be cool. And we also have Clock King Switcher and Return of the Liger versus CDY Boo and Rezex. We think CDY Boo is Kibbo playing. We're not sure, I guess. And that is going to be played at 2 p.m. So probably one game will roll right into the next one, the 2 p.m. and then the 3 p.m. you guys are saying, which will be fun. I believe there's more unscheduled matches. I tried to stream at 7:30 a.m. today. Under 2000 section, SM Bat, Agcon, and Mike Chester versus RT Pontin and Jagulep, and one of the teams did not show up. So I don't know if that was postponed, if it's already happened. But there's some games that, like, I know there's more matchups than these, so I don't know if some has not been scheduled or what's going on there. But we're going to try to cover as many of them as possible.
And just an announcement for everyone: we did end up delaying the Under 2000 tournament by 1 week just to account for some early scheduling delays. So
Okay.
that would explain why you haven't seen some of the Under 2000 matches on the calendar.
Okay. So you're saying that Under 2000 is still in round 2 then, or like what round are they in? Or is this the finish of round 1, or what's going on here?
Yeah, no, we are. They have until the end of Sunday to finish their round 2 matches.
Okay.
And then we'll be scheduling all of the round 3 matches for the following week.
Okay, that sounds good. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Any final thoughts, or should we find someone to raid?
No, I think I'm good. Thanks for having me on as always, Chuck. It was very fun commentating with you.
Excellent. Always fun commentating with you, and I hope you will come and commentate with us tomorrow, if you're available. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. it sounds like will be a lot of the matches. Thanks everyone for watching.
I will try my best.
And we're gonna raid a 4-player chess streamer to keep you all watching variants. And I really appreciate everyone who spent time with us, and thanks to the players for giving us a great game to watch. I did put the final score in here, right? I think before the interviews I put it in the chat. Let me check. I don't really see myself. Oh yeah. No, I still. When did I put that? Did I not put the final score? Okay, let me put the final score again. Final score was 9-6, favoring quickdash and tigers2017. I think that score is correct. Let me double check. Yeah, 9-6. All right, have a great night, everyone.